Okay, good morning, everybody. This is episode 5 of the PLR show. And from yesterday, we still have not heard back from the folks at WP Coursify. So, excuse me, this is something I want to talk about anyway. So, I want to talk about this um, about doing a little background research on the niche that you're going to be trying to talk about. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about tackling one offline, but even if you're trying to think about where you're going to go online, those things have pretty much been covered. I mean, you probably already know. I mean, you can go to what is it, Amazon, Kindle Unlimited, right? So I'll just do this briefly. I had not planned to do this, but let's say Amazon Kindle Unlimited, right? I mean, that's a good way of being able to get a sense for what's going on in the market. And the reason I say Amazon Kindle Unlimited for the offline market is because if you have a subscription, I think the subscription's $10, you can actually get the book, right? So let's say that your niche is WordPress, right? You're trying to figure out. And so you can actually, if you have a subscription to Amazon Kindle Unlimited, I think that you pay $10. I think I'm paying $10 a month. I don't know what I'm paying for this, right? So I can go in and I can read any one of these, right? And all I'm trying to do is get a sense for where the market is. I'm just talking about online. So where is the market for information right now? I can check Amazon Kindle Unlimited. Of course, I mean, you can always just look in Facebook, and their search is getting a little better. But what you can do is you can just do a search. You can see what your followers or your connections are talking about. So if I just type in WordPress, I can get a sense for what the conversations are about within my own circle, right? And within things that I'm connected to. Now that I don't necessarily put a lot of stock in research, I'm doing that, but I can find out what's happening in general. So let's talk a little bit about how I'm going to be doing research offline. One thing that I suggest that you take a look at, it's called tradepub.com, tradepub.com. And I have a website here. And basically, if you know what niche that you're going to be trying to tackle, if you know what industry you're going to be trying to tackle, you want to get the trade publication. And you can get the trade publication, just about any one of them, from this site. Now, what you may do is you may get turned down the first time. If you get turned down for a trade publication, what you're going to do is you just write them back and you tell them why you want the publication. You tell them why it is that you're looking at it. You can tell them you're a marketing consultant and you're really trying to look at this how to serve this market. And if they don't really like the reason that you're trying to do it, just write the publication directly, and typically they'll send you that publication regardless. So again, tradepub.com. The other place that I would look, that I have looked before, is called the Trade Show Network, right? And basically you can find out about let's see if I can kind of get this to go away. You can find out about upcoming trade shows, right, in your area as well as in your niche. So tsnn.com is where you can find out about trade shows, and this is going to kind of tell you what's going to be happening in your area. And then, I mean, if you want to try to attend some of these things, you don't have to try to be, I mean, you don't have to try to get a ticket all the time. You can find out if there's a place where you, as a local consultant, you're going to be servicing these people, if there's a way you can meet some of the people once they're inside. So again, what we're going to talk about, once I hear back from WP Coursify, we're going to continue on to install uh, the video platform. But I did want to give you a sense for what kind of trade publication you can look for. Now, I want to show you the one that I'm going to be looking at here in my local area. There could be one in your local area. There's a magazine called Central Penn Business Journal, right? And we'll look at the pricing here. To subscribe to Central Penn Business Journal, this is going to tell me about all of the business going on. And because we are a small area, we're not a big area. There's only one of these, right? They're the only one of their kind here, right? And so I can click subscribe. I think to subscribe, it is something like $50 or something, $68 for a year, right? If I want to get all the information, which I eventually may do, that's going to be more like $259, right? That gives you custom searches and to get access to their database. Right now, again, I'm in a small area. I'm the only person like this. For example, if you were in Chicago, right, you could do something like Crane Chicago Business. I would encourage you, if you're going to be looking in your local area and you're going to be working with business people, then you want to look at Crane Chicago Business. Not only will this give you not Crane, but a trade publication like this, not necessarily Crane's, right? And Crane's is really all over the United States. I don't know if they're worldwide, but you want to find the trade publication that's going to be talking to business in your local area, and then you want to start getting a sense for what's happening or what people are talking about and what people are reading. Most of the time, I mean, if your focus is going to be local, if a business's focus is going to be local, and you're going to be working with those people, they're going to be reading a local trade publication. And again, in my case, it's going to be Central Penn Business Journal, right? In your case, it may be something else in your local area. So you want to find that publication. If you don't know where to start with the Cranes company, right? Cranes has bought a lot of those publications, and they now kind of operate, I'd say, indirectly in lots of local areas because they've become the one publisher that does this better than anybody else, right? So they're in a lot of local areas. Okay, so any questions? I think we're about at 6 minutes, so I can kind of safely say that we've discussed this. Any questions? I'm gonna come on in a little bit, and I will tell you about. Excuse me. I will tell you about our new PLR, which is the yeah. So Robert's saying that Cranes Detroit is excellent. Yeah, yeah. Cranes sort of knows how to do this, right? And so they understand the local market. They understand how to put together a publication. So try to find Cranes in your area if one exists, right? If one exists. Okay, so what we're going to do later on, I'm going to come on. I'll tell you about our new PLR. It's going to be on PowerPoint, right? On PowerPoint, and it's just been released. If you're already on our newsletter, just check your inbox. You should have it by now. If you haven't heard from John, I just sent it out there myself. Okay, so with that, thank you very much, everybody, and I will see you tomorrow. Today's Thursday, and then tomorrow we will wrap up. Hopefully, we'll hear back from WP Coursify. Thanks, and have a great day.